You're sitting at your desk, your shoulders are tight, your jaw is clenched. You've got 3 hours of back to back meetings, and your nervous system is already fried. But here's what most people don't realize: one decision right now, one small move could flip your entire afternoon. Stay with me. I'm going to show you exactly how. Here's what happens: you sit in one place, and the tension builds. Your body locks into that stress, and you give yourself no release valve. Here's what your morning looks like. By 9 a.m., you could be 3 coffees deep, and you've already put out 4 fires dealing with email. Your posture is already hunched over the keyboard, and you're already experiencing shallow breathing. You're stressed, and you tell yourself you just need to clear your inbox, and then you'll relax. But the truth is, the inbox never clears, and willpower cannot fix the physical stress response. You can't think your way out of this. It doesn't work for any of us. What we do need is a different response. We need to move from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system. And there's some ways that I would like to show you how to do that. But first, I'd like to talk to you about the physical costs of sitting at your desk too long. Let me explain why sitting there is destroying your afternoon. You hold stress physically. It sits in your chest and your jaw, not just your mind. Reality is you've engaged your sympathetic nervous system, and the stress response could be in full swing as you're dealing with work stress, and it's already 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. You're battling your inbox, and you just want to get through and put out all the fires you can so you can begin to breathe. The truth is you already got adrenaline coursing through your body, really just while you're sitting there in your office chair. And you've already engaged the fight or flight response. I know this personally. I've lived with this for years. And your body's already released the cortisol stress hormone, and it's there to help balance the stress response in your body. I know from my personal journey with stress that I could be at 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm already stressed out trying to get through things so I can get to what's most important in my workday. I would try to think my way out of it, but then I realized over time that it wasn't working. I would still be stressed. I would still be experiencing a tightened chest or shallow breathing, and I would just push through because that was the right answer. And I'm sure you've experienced something similar. We try to do the right thing, we try to push through, but we're still experiencing stress. And I found in my own journey that I wasn't managing it too well. I didn't have clarity, and I didn't have the peace of mind I needed to do my best work and be the best version of myself. And as this builds up throughout your day, you can find yourself going home and being frustrated easily with your spouse, significant other, or even your children. And that's not who you want to be or what you want to see happen. So here's the simple fix: movement interrupts the cycle. Walking works better than sitting there trying to force your mind into a calm state. But I know exactly why you're doing it. If you're anything like me, you would look at the door and then you would see the unread messages in front of you. It's like early morning or mid morning, and you don't feel good about leaving the desk. It feels irresponsible. That's a real feeling, and it makes sense that you might feel trapped. The reality is that we build machines or work systems that are currently running us over. The truth is we have more power than we think, and we have more control than we think regarding our workday or how we go about our workday. The reality is a walk is not a break from work. It is an operational requirement to keep the business and you as the owner or the entrepreneur intact and doing well and running well. I find taking a break about 5 to 10 minutes every 60 to 90 minutes can do wonders. Depending on what you're doing, it's just nice to get up, walk around, use the restroom, or go get a drink of water or top off your cup of coffee. Just don't drink too much coffee because then that's another problem. I find that a mid morning short walk around the office or even stepping outside if you're working from home, walk around your house, walk in your yard, or walk back and forth down the street a little bit, and then just go back to work and get some stuff done. But here's what I want to share with you. I would like to invite you into doing a 10-minute walk midday after you've done a bunch of good work and some of the busy work that needs to get done earlier in the day. You know, stress builds up, and we all need a stress release. We need to release the valve. Here's a breakdown of what a 10-minute walk looks like. Minutes 1 through 3, your brain will scream at you. You will feel anxious that you're not working. And I just want to encourage you to expect this. Minutes 4 through 6, the physical shift, the breathing begins to change, and the parasympathetic nervous system, that's your calm and rest nervous system, finally comes online. You're switching from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic, and that walk creates the interrupt that allows you to do this. Minutes 7 through 10 is the quiet, the actual reset, and the lion leaves the room. The voice that tells you everything you should be doing, or you should be back at your desk, or just plowing through the to do list, actually begins to subside and quiet, and you actually start to feel better. But here's two crucial guidelines I like to encourage you with: leave your phone on the desk, and do not listen to a business podcast. What would it be like to really disconnect for 10 minutes, go for a walk, and not be looking at your phone, or being productive by listening to a podcast and filling your mind with more information? Here's the magic. You return with clarity, your shoulders drop, and your breathing slows. You handle the rest of your day from a grounded position, a calmer state. When you come back to your desk, the reality is that the emails are still there, but your mindset is in a different place. Problems haven't vanished, but they're different now. You can answer emails or address problems from a grounded state, a calmer state, not a reactive one. This isn't just about surviving the afternoon. It's really about who walks through the front door at 6 p.m. It's about having enough margin left to actually look your kids, your spouse, or significant other in the eye and be fully present and have a sense of joy to be with them. The people that are important in your life need to know that you're not still working as you greet them or as you're enjoying a dinner around the table. People who love us and care about us need to know that we're not half there, that we're really present, and that we left work at work. And this is true even if we're working from home and we close the door of our office space and we come into the family environment. But even if you live alone and you don't have somebody that you're coming home to, it's so good to be present, to be self aware, and to be able to turn the chapter, turn the page on your day and just begin to enjoy life beyond work and have some clarity and calmness and peace of mind. That's it. One 10-minute walk. No equipment, no excuses, just movement. Tomorrow, when you feel the stress building, don't sit with it. Get up and walk. Come back different. And if you want to go deeper on how to build a daily rhythm that keeps stress from ever getting that tight in the first place, that's what the Common 7 Challenge walks you through. The link's in the description. Go take that walk tomorrow and then come back and let me know what changed. I'm Dr. Sean. Make it a great day.